Welcome back. So lately I've not been posting any videos, and I'm really sorry. I've been working on other stuff, work related stuff, so I've been very busy and I've not had time to record a new video. So I had promised you that I'll be recording videos on state management, and last time we did a counter app on using block, and today we are going to look at Getx. So using the same example, that is the counter app, and the reason why I like using this example is because it's very easy to understand and pass the concepts. So once you get the basics, which is all you actually need to get along with this state management solution. So I guess we are going to start. So if you are new, kindly subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you get notifications once I upload, and give this video a thumbs up, so it really helps me. So kindly subscribe. So we're going to look at our code. So this is the app that comes under the hood when you install Flutter, and it's running here. I've made sure that it's running in my phone. As you can see, it's working fine. So this app has been implemented using the set state manager that comes with Flutter, using the stateful widgets. And this using stateful widgets actually in an app compromises on a lot of stuff. It compromises on it may lead to memory leaks, and compromises on the CPU and all other stuff. So especially when the project gets bigger, so it can really get messy. So that's why we require these state management solutions, and it is very important. It's an important topic in the Flutter community. So we are going to clean up our app. So I have removed the comments that usually come with it. So we are going to clean up this app so that we can implement our solution. So we are going to make sure that this on my homepage is a stateless widget first of all. And then we're going to get rid of some stuff here. So get rid of this, and make sure that this is typed here, Getx. Nice. The links are complaining, so we're going to add a const. So leave alone these two, we are going to deal with them later. So now we have our app. So first of all, we have two ways of which you can implement state management in Getx. So we have you can use get builder, and then you can use OBX. So OBX majorly embraces the reactive programming way. We are going to look at both ways. So let's quickly start with get builder. So first, you are going to create a folder called called controller, and then under this controller we are going to create a counter controller. So I'm going to use counter underscore controller dot. Inside here we are going to declare our class, our counter controller class, so which extends Getx controller. So this Getx controller comes from get. So we are going to extend that class so that we can utilize some methods inside that class. And here in this controller, this is where you define all your variables, all your methods, all your functions that are going to be used in the UI. So it's basically used to separate logic and the views. So that is how get is, and I actually loved it. And so we are going to declare our variable, which is called counter, and set its initial value to 0. Actually, the initial value here is usually 0. And then we are going to declare our increment method. I'm going to call it increment. So it's pretty simple. So what this method does is that it takes that counter and increments it. Simple. And then we are going to call a method called update. This update method, I can liken it to the notify listeners in provider, as we are going to see. So basically what it does is that it tells the widgets that are utilizing this method that, hey, this value has changed, and here is a new value, an update, and the UI responds by updating that specific value. So we are done with the counter controller, and coming back to the UI, we need to do something here first. So under my app, there's this material widget which we return from the first build method. So we are going to add get in front of that and import get. So this is like a wrapper, so on top of material app, whereby it offers the same functionality but ensures that we wrap this with get so that you can access state all over the app. So all the widget that comes after this is going to access our state. So here, how we are going to consume our controller in this class, my homepage, is by using what we call dependency injection. So we are going to say get an instance of that by saying get.put, and then you see this expects a dependency, which is our counter controller, and then end with a semicolon, and then import that from so this method is this method can be lazy put. So this lazy put, basically what it does is that it implements what we call lazy loading in programming, which is only using the instance or getting the instance of this dependency only when it's required or when it's needed to be used. So for now we are going to use basically get.put and then pass our dependency, which is our controller class. Now here we can use this variable across anywhere where we require to use anything that is inside this class. For example, here we have this text widget which displays this counter value. Now what we are going to do, we are going to, as I said, we are going to use get builder first. So we are going to wrap that with get widget, which expects counter controller, and as an initializer of counter controller. That's it. And then here this class expects a builder, and the builder expects a context. This is the build context, and then we can use the arrow function since we are only returning one widget, so we can use arrow functions. Actually there should be a comma, and then here we are going to use what we call string interpolation, because the value that comes from here has been inferred as an integer. So I declared it as a variable, but basically this variable is an integer, so it will be inferred by what we call type inference and set the value to integer. So we cannot call it from a text widget because text widget expects strings, and so we are going to use what we call string interpolation in that, and then call our controller dot counter. So this will access the counter value, And then here on our on pressed method in this floating action button, we are going to access our method. This on pressed will call our method, which is comes from controller dot increment. We called our method increment, if you still remember, and that is it. So that one should be it. That is how we implement get builder. So let us run this app, flutter run, so that you can have a look. Let me clear that. Oops. So as it is running, let me plug in the charger as it's running. So okay, so yeah, so it's finished, and as you can see, the value has started from 0, and when I press this, it increments. So you have successfully implemented get builder in your. So that is the first way. The other way, I think this video is already too long, so I think we'll do it on the next video. So thank you guys for watching, and kindly please, if you are new, subscribe, or if you've not subscribed, subscribe, and give this video a thumbs up, and peace.